Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to nwAno. Welcome to Gossip Night. Think we had a little bit of technical issues at the beginning. Okay. I think we're live now on nwAno Facebook. We are live on nwAno YouTube. We're also live on nwAno underscore JJ on Twitter. So you can join us on any of those platforms. Once again, welcome and good evening. Okay. I hope every one of you can hear me. Okay. We're going to discuss about Jose Mourinho to PSG. Is it the right time? Is it the right time for PSG to bring Jose to PSG as their manager? Okay, that's what we're discussing this evening. And then the line is open. You can just call me or you can put on the comment section. Okay, what you want to say about this program. All right. Okay. So to start with, I want to congratulate Manchester City for reaching the Champions League quarterfinals again with a banger. I say what Liverpool can do, Man City can do better. I think that was the message last night. You know, Erling Haaland, that guy can score goals. He can score goals. Seriously. 5 goals in the Champions League. That's something else. That's something else. Anyways, that's not what we are discussing tonight. It's not what we're discussing tonight. Okay. We are discussing PSG, Jose Mourinho to PSG. Is it the right time? Is it the right time? I hope the stream. No, this stream. No, we're having technical issues. Hey, okay, hello. Yeah, welcome back. I think I was having a little bit of the technical issues. I hope all of you can hear me properly. Right. Okay, we're discussing about Jose Mourinho going to PSG. Okay, is it the right time for Jose to go to PSG? And that's what we discussing this evening. Like I said, the line is open. You can just you can call me. You can call me and then join the program. The number is on the screen: +44 744 982 3876. That's the number to call if you're calling from outside of the UK, and you can call directly 07944 074 That's the number to call direct. Okay, so the line is open. Call me and then join the program. Okay, is it the right time? When Lionel Messi moved from Barcelona to join the PSG, that was in 21st of August 2021. Everyone think that PSG will dominate Europe. Everyone think that PSG they will dominate Europe. Understand? Think about it. Okay, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. That's a dangerous throw in the world of football. And three of them playing in the same team. That's supposed to like send out waves, supposed to send out fear to a lot of defenders, and especially if you think about in the French league, they're doing well. They're dominating the French league. Understand? And most of the defenders, when immediately Messi went to PSG, remember Neymar was there already. Okay, so three of them playing: Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. You can find out that all defenders, majority of them were scared because for three of them to play in the same team, that's something else. Do you understand? So, like I said, they've been doing well in their French league. Okay, as you can know that the Qataris, the Qatar owners, they didn't just like bought the team. They didn't just come to that team just to win the French league. I don't think so, because since 2011 they bought the club PSG. They put in over 1 billion euros to the club. 1 billion euros. That's how much they've invested in that club. Over 1 billion euros that invested in PSG. You understand what I mean? So they didn't just put those money for them just to go there and win Syria League A or just win it. No, 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 no. They bought and put and invested in that club so that they will win what? The Champions League. So those superstars, Neymar, Messi, a lot of them, Sergio Ramos, some other players that they assembled, they brought them, all of them, they brought them for the Champions League. And they have failed over and over. They have failed woefully. They failed. Many of them have failed. To the extent that their fans and their former players, they start asking questions about the philosophy of the club. They start asking questions about the philosophy of the club. And that is when the fans and when the supporters they start asking questions. Once they start asking questions, then you find out that something is wrong. Something is really, really wrong in that club. You understand what I mean? Even think about what Thierry Henry said. Thierry Henry, he said that what is the plan? What is the identity? What is the philosophy of PSG? He said that very often there is a rift between the club and supporters of the former PSG. They almost prefer the old PSG. So what was he trying to say? That most of the supporters and the previous players, the former players, now they're like they prefer the old PSG. When PSG was just like PSG when they're playing football. Though that at the beginning, all the fans were happy when the Qataris they bought the club. They believe that yes, they will invest in the club. You understand what I mean? So they have a lot of money to invest in the club, PSG. The fans were happy. The same way Man City, the same thing they are doing over there. They bought Man City as well for Champions League. They've not won it. So the same thing at PSG. So the Qataris they bought PSG for Champions League. So, but all of this time since 2011, they bought the club. Though they put a lot of money inside, over 1 billion euros. Brought in superstars. They brought in Neymar. They brought in Messi and all that. So now it's like most of the players, as they are playing like machineries. They are not playing football like you know people that put in their mind and soul into that club. They're playing like machineries. You know how it is. So because of that, the fans they are asking questions. They are like, "What is going on?" You understand? They are happy that investors came to their club and bought their club and put a lot of money, but they are not happy because they prefer their old PSG when the players were playing for the fans. They were playing for the club. They put in their blood and sweat for that club. You understand what I mean? And that's what Thierry Henry was saying. He said, what is the plan? What is the philosophy? And what is the identity of PSG? That some fans, they prefer the former PSG to these new machineries, new superstars that are in there. You understand what I mean? So that is it. That's what he's asking. You get me? So you know that once the fans started asking questions, once they like started about asking about their identity or philosophy of their club, something is wrong. That means the management of that club don't know what they are doing. You get me? The management don't know what they are doing. So there's no way you would tell me that the Qataris they have not tried to win the Champions League. They've tried. They've brought in several managers. They brought in a lot of managers into their club. I don't know if most of you remember Laurent Blanc. He was once the manager there. You get me? Then you talk about Une Emery. He was the manager there. Thomas Tuchel. I think he was the one that even like took them to finals or something. Then Mauricio Pochettino, he was there too. When everybody was calling his Mauricio Pochettino, he's gonna do well, he do this, that they bought Mauricio Pochettino. There too, the same thing, nothing happened. They even went ahead to brought Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti, the same, he came there. Though I think he's the only one that they didn't sack. He left for Real Madrid. You understand what I mean? So what is really going on? Then after that, they brought this man, their new coach now, which I don't know, what's his name, Garcia? You get me? So all of this, all of the managers, all of them have failed. They've all failed because what PSG brought them for is the Champions League. Is the Champions League that they want. Champions League is what they want to win. It's Champions League. It's nothing else. League A is not what they want. They want to belong to the high class. They want to belong to the elite. They got the money, they got the resources, but they want to be among the elites. Clubs like AC Milan, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester United. Those are big clubs. Do you know what I mean? So because of that, they're trying every possible means. They're trying everything to make sure that they win. They brought their superstars. They brought coaches, different coaches to the club so that they can win it. But a big but, nothing has happened. Nothing happened at all. Nothing of them. Quarterfinals, they are gonna quarterfinals. That's it. Quarterfinals, semifinals sometimes. The only I think they get to finals during the lockdown, COVID lockdown, something like that. And then the German superstars, they just mess them up again. You know what I mean? So what's going on? What's happening at PSG? What's going on at PSG? The line is open. Call me. The line is free. Call nwAno now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Yeah, the line is open. I would like you to call me or put on the comment section what you want to discuss, what you want to talk about. You understand? Is it the right time for Jose Mourinho to go to PSG? Yeah, I know that most times, whenever there's after the PSG, after Champions League, maybe after when they knock them out of the Champions League, there's always a link. They start linking some coaches, all of that. Even there's a rumor that the club, the hierarchies in the club, they want to go and bring Zidane. That is their own. That's their first choice. Maybe the person they want. You understand what I mean? But some some people, some people are linking Jose Mourinho as well to PSG. Jose Mourinho is linked to the club. It looks like I said, anytime they are knocked out of the Champions League, Jose Mourinho will be linked to the club. But this time, I think the link is getting traction. The link, I think this time there's a little bit of, yeah, it will happen. Maybe it will happen. It's something like that. Do you understand what I mean? You know how it is in the transform windows. When some, when a when a club is going for a player or they're going for a manager, you understand what I mean? There's always people, inside people, that will just give you the link. They will just give you what is happening, the insight of what is happening. You understand what I mean? This time, Jose Mourinho going to PSG, that the link is getting traction. It's getting like something is happening. You understand what I mean? Because according to if you look according to Italian Football Italia is a newspaper. Yeah. PSG has begun speaking. They already started negotiation with Jose Mourinho, the coach of Roma. Remember that Jose Mourinho at the moment is still the coach of Roma. Do you understand what I mean? So there's a conversation going, there's a negotiation going. You're getting me? They want him to replace the coach that is there now, Christopher Gatia. So there's a negotiation going. This time is there's a traction. I know that they always go at maybe there's always link. They always link Mourinho to PSG, and most times he will come out and say that nothing is going to happen. It's not the right time for him to go to PSG. But something is happening this time. Even according to the French, is a French journalist Santi Aruna. This man said that he described how recent discussion between Roma coach Luis Campos and PSG advisor Luis Campos. Do you understand what I mean? There's a there's this there's discussion. Like I said to you, it's going. They've having that discussion, and even at the moment, there's a claim that Mourinho is having dissatisfied with event that is going in Italian city. Is not, whenever he wants to go, he start having some bringing some issues in the club. You know, so I mean, he start there's some rumors coming out in the dressing room and all that. He's not happy as well, according to what they're saying at Roma. He's not happy, So it's like he wants to go this time. Looking at it, he still want to go because the Sun newspaper reported the same thing as well on the February 18th. According to Sun newspaper, they said Luis Campos, the sporting director of Paris Saint-Germain, approached Jose Mourinho about a potential managerial position. As you all know that Christopher Gatia, the current PSG manager, is under pressure following three straight losses across all competitions. So the sporting director of PSG has approached Jose Mourinho. So Luis Campos, the PSG sporting director, reportedly approached Jose Mourinho for the job, according to Foot Mercato. But PSG and Roma have not yet reached agreement. That's the only problem. The situation is still in the early stages. They always say that it's always in the early stages. The situation is on the early stages when they like, something like that, something when something is going behind the scene, when there is negotiation going, they tell you it's in the early stages. They've not reached agreement yet. The situation is still at the early stages. Yet negotiations should proceed well given the cordial relationship. Mourinho still have a contract. Still have a contract with the Gagliarossi. Gagliarossi. He still have a contract with Roma until June 2024. The contract is still there. So, but like I said, there's negotiation going. There's the link is getting traction. Mourinho coming to PSG. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think he's going to go to PSG, Mourinho? But I think the way he's going, he might. You might even see Mourinho at the dugout in the summer because Roma is still, I think they're still in the Europa. So he's still there, hoping maybe he might win the Europa. And if he wins the Europa, I think he's going to go because he won the conference with them last season. He's in Europa this time now, and they are doing well. They're playing. Okay, so I think they're still in Europa. Okay, so with that, you know how Mourinho behaves. Once he got what he wants, he's already taken Roma. He's done well with them. They're still doing well now. If he can win the Europa League, once he win that, He just leave the club. I think he's gonna be the next manager of PSG. You understand what I mean? So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? That's what we're discussing this evening. Jose Mourinho to PSG. Is it the right time? Is it the right time for Mourinho to go to PSG? Like I said at the beginning, what I said is that all the superstars, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, all of them. When Messi moved from Barcelona to PSG, like I said, that was August 21st, 2021. Everyone thinks that PSG is going to dominate Europe. Even to everyone. Those three, Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. Come on, everyone. Nobody is thinking that at least they're going to win it consecutively, but they failed. They failed woefully. They failed, and I failed. I mean, failed. They failed woefully. Even Messi is like someone I don't know. It's not. It's not the same Messi that we knew. It's not the same Messi that we knew. It's not the same Messi that we knew. They are turned to machineries. All of them. They're playing like machineries. They're playing like they're not playing for the club. They got the big money, everything. The Qataris, the people that bought the club, they put in a lot of money. They've put in a lot of money. Over 1 billion euros they have invested in that club. And they brought all of these boys. They brought all of these players. All of them. Messi came at his prime. Do you know what I mean? With players, the team was already assembled. They're playing well. With Neymar, him playing with Neymar and Mbappe, three of them up front. Come on, man. Everybody, all the even majority of the defenders, they were scared because how are you going to play against those three? How are you going to play against those three? And it looks as if anytime they meet Bayern Munich, Bayern has their what? They got their cards in their hands. They know how to play PSG. Anytime they meet them, Bayern always kick them out. Bayern always mess them up. The club that, like I said, these Qataris, they invested a lot. They brought a lot of managers there, different managers. Ancelotti was there. Pochettino was there before. All of them, none can bring the Champions League, and that's the reason why they bought the club. They want to become one of the big boys. They want to join the club. They want to join Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, among the elite clubs that won the Champions League. But they cannot, nothing. They're nothing. They're not doing it. So why? Why are they not doing it? Most of their fans, they're even complaining at the moment that they prefer their old PSG. Those boys, their old PSG were playing for the club. They were playing for the fans. This PSG, they are mercenaries. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Before we carry on, okay, we have some people that are celebrating their birthdays. Before I forget, all right. So let's just celebrate with them. nwAno. Okay. Happy birthday, Taisha Sanon. Happy birthday, Chukwode, Gus Mind Anthony. And happy birthday, Pascal Ada. Okay, like we normally say here, we wish you what you wish yourself, and we pray that God will grant you your wishes. Make sure you celebrate your birthday, and we have a jingle for you from nwAno. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Make sure you enjoy your birthday. Celebrate your birthday to the fullest. All right, welcome back. All right, okay. So Jose Mourinho, linking Jose Mourinho to PSG. Jose Mourinho going to PSG. Like I said, the Luis Campos, the sporting director of PSG, has approached Jose Mourinho. He wants Jose Mourinho to come to the club. You understand what I mean? I don't know. The sporting director wants Jose Mourinho to the club. But the club itself, the owners of the club, the Qataris, they prefer Zinedine Zidane. All right. But you know how it is. Once they once the sporting director wants a manager, sometimes because they are the sporting directors, they are the ones that are in charge of negotiations, in charge of, you know, all the transfers and all that. So sporting director, there's a reason why maybe he wants Mourinho there. There's a reason why he thinks that this is the right time to go for Jose Mourinho. You understand what I mean? Like, they know what they said. The situation, the negotiations are still in the early stages. They've contacted Roma. They told Roma, yes, they want Jose Mourinho. So there's in the early negotiations. They're negotiating with Mourinho. You understand? They already club. They've told the Roma they want Mourinho. Roma gave them the go ahead to discuss with Mourinho. So there's a negotiation going behind the scene. But the thing is that Roma, they are still in the Europa. So whatever they're going to do, I think it's going to be in summer because Mourinho will play Europa to the end. I don't know if they have a chance to win it, but he's going to play. He's going to make sure that yes, he plays to the end. You understand what I mean? So there's a link. There's atom of truth coming from there because if you look at how the link is getting traction, Mourinho maybe is going to be the next manager of PSG, unless maybe something has happened. You understand? And the question is, why should he go there? Why should he go there? What are the possibilities? Why should Mourinho decide that, okay, yeah, this is the right time for me to go to PSG? This is the right time for me to go. Do you understand what I mean? I don't know if you know. You can put on the comment section why is Mourinho should go there, because I think there are, if you are Mourinho, put yourself in Mourinho's shoes. Why should you go to PSG? There's a lot of reasons why he should go there. There's a lot of reasons. The Qataris, they have money. See, they've invested over 1 billion euros already. So they have money. Money is not the issue. Every coach wants, you know how it is. They want open check. Someone that back them. Okay, go, don't worry. Any player you want, take the money and buy them. So he can. Because of that, I think he will be tempted to go. He wants to go to PSG. Number two, France. If you go into Paris, Paris is one of the happening places like London. The world tourist attraction. Stay in Paris. Mourinho speak so many languages. He speak French, so it's not gonna be like a different. It's gonna be it's easy. His house, he has still have his house in London here. From London to Paris is just how many? If you're taking the Eurostar, it's just 1 hour something, going to 2 hours with Eurostar. If you're taking flight, it's just how many? Roughly 45 to 1 hour. You're going there. So for him, it's nothing. He might not even, all he can do, he might be stay in the hotel after he come back to the house in London. Or he wants to stay in Paris. Paris is it's a happening place. You can enjoy. So it's not going to be like places like Manchester or, you know what I mean, Newcastle, places that there's always rain. It keeps raining all the time. Those places there, enjoy you know how it is. It's fun. Paris is fun. So that might be it's one of the reasons, something that will attract you to go there. Yes, that's it. It's not about there's language barrier. No, he can speak French fluently. He can speak French fluently. So that shouldn't it's not be a problem. That means if he still have French players, he can communicate with them. He doesn't need any translator. English players, he can communicate with them. He doesn't have he doesn't need a translator. He talk about Neymar, all of them. They speak Portuguese. He can speak, but he's a Portuguese man, so he can speak. So in dressing room, he doesn't need any translator. He can communicate with a lot of them. He can speak Italian. So most of the players there. So what are you talking about? He's suited in there. And majority of the players they know him. He has the experience, big time. You understand what I mean? So why should he go? What are the possibilities? That's what I'm discussing. What do you think? For him to go to PSG, if you tick those boxes, most times maybe like you're looking for a manager or looking for something. Those bosses, he ticked them. He said, okay, one, he can speak the language. Two, where he lives is not far. Three, do you understand what I mean? He knows most of the players. Do you understand what I mean? He doesn't need a translator. All of that is tick, 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 tick. Then coming to his CV, he has won Champions League. He has won so many Champions League with different clubs. Do you understand what I mean? So another thing he can think of that might even warrant him or push him to go to PSG. Maybe because of Jao Sacramento, who spent time as his assistant manager at both Tottenham and Roma. That means if he goes there, he will link up with what? His former assistant manager. His name is Jao Sacramento. You know, in football, most times we don't really hear much about the backroom staff, assistant manager, people that do some of the things behind the scene. It's like when what's his name? Ateta was in Man City. He was doing a lot of things behind the scene. Many people might not even notice that. You understand what I mean? Those kind of things. So he has already had at the moment, Jao Sacramento is at PSG, is the assistant manager there at the moment. So Mourinho has worked with him already. When he worked with him at Tottenham and he worked with him at Roma. So he left for PSG. That means if Mourinho comes to PSG, he will link up with his assistant manager. It's not like it's gonna be like looking for maybe a manager, someone that you've not worked with before that wants to take your position. You understand what I mean? I'm not saying that the assistant manager that is there now at the moment might not even like to become the manager. No, 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 no. Everybody has their ambition. He has ambition as well. That's the reason why he went there. But because he worked with Mourinho, and Mourinho does a way, he always have a rapport with all his previous managers, assistant managers, even players. He always have rapport with them. You understand what I mean? So for him to link up with his assistant manager, that would be a bonus for PSG because now he's not going to bring all his backroom staff. No, he already has one there. He can just bring mine or few of them and just come. And this guy, once he comes, the guy will tell him everything about the club, all the philosophy about the club, everything about the club. Though Mourinho has been following PSG for a while. You understand what I mean? I think this is one of the reasons. If he's thinking of going there, if he just like sit down and said, okay, oh, why should I even go to PSG? This would be one of the reasons. If you remove all of the Paris, the city of Paris or something like that. No, he already has a backroom influence there already. He has a assistant, someone that worked with him before. So once if he come in, he's not gonna start, you know, afresh. He has someone already that knows him, knows his philosophy, knows how he plays football. So it's not gonna take him time for him to adapt. It's just the players now, if they will like what? Follow his philosophy, follow his way of playing. That's the only thing. But for him to go there straight away, he has someone already in there. That's another reason. That's nothing that will make him to go to PSG. Then he can go further. I said, okay, why should he go to PSG? The chance of managing Messi, the chance for him to manage Messi, come on, it will be something to admire. Chance for Mourinho to manage Messi. I think we have a call. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, hello. Good evening. Welcome to one.
evening. So I want to comment on the topic that what happens if Mourinho goes to PSG.
Yeah, okay.
To me, it will be a perfect one. Understand
Okay.
for him to go to PSG. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mourinho has this. Mourinho has this charisma in him that Mourinho one is a good builder and a motivator, and what he did when he was in Chelsea. So I believe him to go to PSG is for to bring up the club, let's help them. Mourinho has that in him
Mm-hmm.
that he once he sights a good player, not
Mm-hmm.
the players that are not, but he once sights a good player,
Mm-hmm.
he can he can invest on player. He can buy that player in with any amount to make sure that he build the players.
Okay.
So and two, he had rapport with his club and his players. So I believe him going to PSG for the manager or for the director of the club for him to have interest or calling him,
Mm-hmm.
he saw something.
Yeah.
I believe if Mourinho go there, he will make a good club there.
He's gonna do well, is he?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Thank you.
So that's why I have.
Thank
You're
you. Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you for calling. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like what he just said. He said he he has the eye of knowing attracting good players. Understand that? Yes. Okay. So if you look at the screen, you can see that Football Italia, PSG has opened talks with Roma, Coach Mourinho. Like I said earlier, the PSG has already opened talks with him. There's a negotiation going on. I think it's still in the early stages. All right. So if you see this one is the Sun. The Sun already said that PSG sporting director contact Jose Mourinho with special one adoring Mbappe as pressure grows on manager Gautier. You understand? So yes, they already started the negotiation with him already. They started, you know, it's the early stages of negotiations going on. Okay. So like what I was saying, I say why we're asking the reason why. Why should he go? Well, what are the things that you can say that will attract him? Okay, say to yourself that it's time for him to go. I was saying that the chance of him managing Messi in his career will be something to admire. I don't know if you still remember what he said about Messi. I don't. Let me add on. He used some words. He said, "Messi is like a porn movie. Everybody likes it, but in public they deny it." That's how he's the kind of quote that he used on Messi. You understand what I mean? So he's been admiring Messi. He's someone that talks about Messi a lot. For him to have the chance, the opportunity to manage Messi before Messi retires is something to admire. Think about it. Even Mourinho winning the Champions League with Messi. Come on. They used to be, they used to be in different dugouts. They used to be in dog and fight. Him and Messi. You understand what I mean? So when he was at Real Madrid, it was Mourinho and Messi. You understand? So for him to have the opportunity, have the chance now to manage Messi, Messi will adore that. He will like that as well because Mourinho is someone that wants to win. He has that winning mentality in him. He wants to win. You understand what I mean? So that's something as well that can push him or tell him, okay, like tempt him to go to PSG. Neymar is there. Mbappe is there. Just say adores PSG man. Kylian Mbappe is being the main man. He's the main man after he signed his recent contract. And this guy has been scoring goals for fun this season. Has been scoring goals for fun. He has scored, I think, 25 goals in 27 matches this season. He's on fire. It's not even what he did in the World Cup. You know what I mean? For me, was the player of the World Cup. He's supposed to win. He's supposed to they're supposed to give him that. But because it's not Messi, he's there, yeah. You know what I mean? So this guy, Mbappe, under Mourinho, Messi under Mourinho, Neymar under Mourinho. Come on. It's something else. And then the special one in the dugout. Then you have Ramos is there, his old player. Think about it. Mourinho managing Messi is something to admire. It's something to me too. I'm looking forward to that if it's going to happen. I just want to see how he can manage those superstars. That's what I mean. How he can manage those three together in one team. Because at the moment, I don't know. It's either they got Zinedine Zidane, but Zidane, I don't think. Because the rumor going for Zidane, there's no, it's not that strong compared to they're having negotiation with Mourinho already. They already contacted Roma. They told the club they want Mourinho. So and Roma have given them the opportunity, giving them the chance. Say, okay, go and negotiate. They are negotiating at the moment. You know what I mean? So Mourinho maybe yes. And for him to accept for negotiation, that means maybe he's ready now. He wants to go. He wants to go. And then nothing that would think you will say to yourself, okay, this is something that will maybe, yeah, the reason why maybe he wants to go. Think about the prospect of him winning the Champions League with 3 different clubs in different countries. That I think is something that Jose Mourinho would like. He'll be looking forward to winning Champions League with 3 different clubs in 3 different countries. Remember, he won the Champions League with Porto. He won the Champions League with Inter Milan, and Porto is Portuguese. Inter Milan is Italy. So winning the Champions League with France, it's gonna be in his CV. 3 different clubs. So if he goes there, there's a possibility he can do it. I'm not doubting. Seriously, if Mourinho goes to PSG, Champions League, they will do well. I'm telling you, they will do very, very well. He will bring his own players. He will build the team. He will build the team the same way he did when he went to Chelsea. He assemble machines. He assemble machines. Though PSG already got players, I know that. Got Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, and some other players that are there. But him coming in there, he will bring 1 or 2 players to assemble his own machine. Look at what they are doing in Rome, what he's doing in Roma. The kind of players he got in Roma. Then compare that to what he will have in PSG. That's nothing. Prospect of what for him winning the Champions League with 3 different clubs and in 3 different countries. It's something that he will admire. It's something that he will want to do. So these are things that you have to tick. You think, yeah, okay, this is the reason why maybe you would like to go to PSG. Okay, you would like to go to PSG. All right. Another thing, maybe you see to yourself, well, who will not like to manage Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi? Even if it's me as a manager, I would like to manage those 3. Think about it. Who will not? I know they have their egos. The players, they got their ego. They've won a lot of things. You understand what I mean? But as a manager, who would not like to manage them? World class players. The trio, three of them have made a total of 22 appearances this season. And these 22 appearances, they got 22 goals, 13 assists across all competition. So when it comes in terms of goals, you understand what I mean? Assist across the three players, that equals one goal every 84 minutes. One goal. Sometimes say one in every 52 minutes. You know what I mean? So who would not like to manage them? Those three. The flair of Neymar, Messi in the middle, Mbappe at the wings, both wings. He score goals like fun. So which manager would not like to manage them? Look at what Haaland is doing in Man City. It's the money of Man City. It's the money they got. So they can buy anything they want. They assemble anybody they want to assemble. You understand what I mean? So what do you think? I know that if you check on the comment section, someone, I think his name is Sola. Is it Sola Ade Sokan? Sola Ade Sokan. He commented that Jose Mourinho may produce results. If he goes to PSG, he may produce results in the short term, but he has the tendency to throw tantrums and self-destruct when things are not going for him and his team. Yeah, that's what they normally say, isn't it? Which I replied. I said to him that Jose produced results once backed by the owners of the club, just like every other top manager, like Pep, Ancelotti, and others. When it comes to tantrums, I think they all do when things are not going their way. The difference is the media coverage. That's what I just said. That's what I replied to him. You know what I mean? So if you money, that's what people always say. That's what the newspapers always say, and that's why I think it started from the British media. You know what I mean? That he always he has a tendency of throwing what tantrums and self-destruct. That's what they normally use, that kind of terms, those words for Jose Mourinho. You know what I mean? And the thing was, is just that envy, because he came in as nobody to Chelsea. When he came to Chelsea, he was nobody. After winning the Champions League with Porto, he just came into Chelsea. And that period, Manchester United, and it was just like three clubs, isn't it? Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool that time. Do you understand? And Liverpool, they were struggling a bit. It was Manchester United and Arsenal. Wenger was there. Sir Alex was there. So this guy came from Porto as nobody, just winning the Champions League. He won the Champions League with Porto. Then he came in and said, declare himself a special one. All of them, both the press, you know how press in England they do. All of them, both the managers, everyone were angry. They were all like crazy. So let's see how this is gonna be. A charismatic man, young coach. He came in and destroyed all of them. He showed them how to play football, both Wenger and Sir Alex. And because of that, the English media, the way they do, they all get angry and they try and finding ways in what, how can they even tarnish your image? In what way can they do that? That's when they bring this thing, they bring tantrums and whatever. You understand what I mean? Self-destruct, that he will do this, but what all those period that he was at Chelsea, they didn't want. I don't think he lost any home game. Watch it those days, the first Chelsea. So they find a way to destroy him, find a way to put a tag on him, and which is not right. But this guy has been doing well. He went to Real Madrid, the same. I guess the top, top Barcelona team. So what he did there. So for me, that is nothing. It's just the way the media portray him. It's not. It's not. Once Mourinho is backed and he knows that the top hierarchy in the club, they supported him, they want him there, he will perform, he will produce the result for them. Once he tell them, I want this person, I want this player, I want this one, I want that one, and they bring those players, give him time, 6 months, 7 months, he will see the new team. You will see the new PSG. I'm not playing with you. You understand what I mean? That's Mourinho for you. So for me, if they have the opportunity, if they have the opportunity to pick him, if they have the opportunity now to go and grab him, they shouldn't waste time, because he once he comes to PSG, he will see the new PSG, different PSG. different PSG. I don't know. I'm not supporting PSG. I'm not following them. I don't have any affiliation with the club or anything. I'm just saying as a sport narrator. I'm telling you as a football fan, as a football lover. I'm just telling you how it is. Telling you the truth. That you go to Man City, their coach is doing well the way he's doing now. He has all the resources. He has all the money. Any player that he wants to buy, the club will buy and just give it to him. Any player that he doesn't want, they will just allow that one to go. Because the club, they do what? They buy his philosophy. He's a good manager. That is it. But you must have the backing of the club. Once they give you open check for you to do whatever you want to do, he's done that. But to him too, to win Man City Champions League, he's still struggling as well. I'm talking about Pep. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, Pep Guardiola is still struggling to get the Champions League. Maybe this season, yes. Maybe. You never know. Like what they did last night was amazing. It's amazing. So I don't know. What do you think? I don't know what you think. Jose Mourinho to PSG, to me, it's going to be a match made in heaven. For him to manage those players, I would like to see how he's going to manage those players. I would like to see the kind of goals they will score. I would like to see how Ramos, how he will change Ramos again, how he will play some of the players there, how he's going to change how they play football. I would like to see that if they can go from Jose Mourinho. That's my own opinion. If they have the opportunity to grab him, they should just grab him straight away. They will have the chance. I'm telling you, they will have the chance to win the Champions League. And once Mourinho goes for the Champions League, with those three in front, tell you, they have a chance. They have a very, very big chance. You get me? So that's all we got this evening. That's all we got this evening. I understand most of you watching the Champions League, and some of you that make our time to join us this evening. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything. Okay, and I'll say thank you. Thank you all for joining us, and I would like to see you again on Friday, while we're discussing another segment of what we're going to discuss. Okay, so please put that in your diary, 7 p.m. Friday, the same time, and I will see ya. Okay, remain blessed.